We love you unconditionally and delight in the fact that you are waking up to who you really are. We are always here with you, supporting you, loving you unconditionally, for we can see who you really are. We are you, and you are us. We are multidimensional expressions of each other. You have a soul lineage. A person on earth has one, and they vary greatly and can be entirely unique to that individual expression. This is the creative force of all that is, expressing itself through each one of us, through our life force, through the spark of eternal oneness. Divine eternal creation loves to see how it reflects back to itself through each of us, following our progression as we journey through the eons of time. We all have star lineages. Our souls have progressed through other times and dimensions, some of them non-physical, but our consciousness, the light of Source, has always been there. Everything is Source, and everything has consciousness. You are the light of Source, the light of the universe, playing out your self-realization through the game of polarity. For a light universe is a universe of polarity. There is a pulse at the center of this galaxy which mirrors the pulse at the center of the universe, which has a push and a pull phenomenon. It is that which drives creation, and where you were born into this universe, and through the portal of the center of the universe, you were born into this galaxy. You are an expression of light in this light-filled universe. You are an embodiment of light from the center of the galaxy. You are both light and dark matter. They are entwined. It is just a matter of expression. And how is your multidimensional self being expressed in this moment of now? Through this body of light, because your cells give off an energetic glow at the smallest level of perception. Eventually this will be understood and measured by the scientific community, because they will suddenly stumble upon what it is they have been looking for all along, to do with the building blocks of life. And it won't be quite what they're expecting. It is not simply the pattern of the genome sequence, so much as the frequency of the light that the DNA is receiving, which is being intercepted and interpreted by the RNA from the dormant DNA and sent to the embodied physical version of your DNA. You know that you can upgrade your DNA all the time, depending on the frequencies of light that you send it. Your physical DNA is like a receiver, receiving frequencies being transmitted from your body of light. You have an etheric body or an etheric blueprint, and this is what is creating and affecting the physical outcome of your DNA. Do you know what programs your DNA? Thoughts and feelings. This is because they are signals that create patterns. They create the patterns in the pockets of light that are picked up by your DNA receptors. And this has not been measured, but it will be. Your scientists haven't quite realized what they were looking at, but they will. This is why thoughts and feelings are so important, and how they can affect your reality. They literally do shape your reality, or more importantly, how you perceive your reality to be. And it is this perception that shapes all things. Two people can look exactly at the same situation and be in the same experience, but experience it differently, according to their frame of reference. And that is why beliefs and belief structures are so important. We can now let go of all that which is not empowering. This is why we must challenge self-sabotage and old outdated beliefs, because they are having an impact on us through our light body to our physical body. It is through the messages that we send ourselves, through our feelings, thoughts, desires, intentions and behaviors, that influence who we are and who we are becoming. And so who is this that we are bringing into being with every thought, word, action and deed? This is why intention and intentions are so powerful, because they are our highest thoughts and feelings of ourselves towards action. This is why they are more powerful than desires, because desire has a resonance of that which is not yet achieved, whereas intentions are the I am that I am frequency, the most powerful and potent frequency in the universe, in all of creation, because this is the very nature and act of creation. I am. We are stating our beingness in our multidimensional frequencies of light and beyond. And we are stating that we know who we are, and there is no equivocating, justifying or prevaricating, just isness. I am is so powerful because it is stating with confidence who we are. It has the power of creation and the power of the universe behind us. This is the most powerful thing that we can state. We are love. The I amness of love, of being love. We are love in action, the embodiment of love. We are the physical incarnation of the Creator, who is love, and we reflect back the nature of creation back to itself through all that we are, and we do this physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, multidimensionally, and we notice where we are, where we come into balance. For in the act of creation in a polarity light universe, we are all bringing experience and all creation back into balance, and this is the form of mastery, to have expanded all things in every nook and cranny of the universe in order to enrich our experience, to embody these experiences multidimensionally, and to bring them into balance. It is for us to acknowledge and balance the yin and the yang, the dynamic and the stillness, the inner and the outer, the body and the soul, the heart and the mind, the masculine and the feminine. These are all such beautiful creative expressions of Source, and they are now coming to a process of maturity, of fruition. This is why there is a need for balance, to integrate, for everything to become whole. The human being has had an amazing journey, exploring this in all lifetimes. A human's multidimensional self has enjoyed exploring in all these dimensions and exploring incongruence and sameness as well as difference. This is a wonderful experiment of being in a light universe. This is one universe among many. This has been our playground, and now we are synthesizing all that we have learned. This never stops, and we will always change and explore. But this aspect of exploring our extremes is now coming to a conclusion. It is simply the ending of one phase and the beginning of another. The eternal sense of now, a beautiful experience of expansion and contraction, and we have loved every minute of it as we love you. Always and unconditionally, we are the expression of the Divine Feminine, light beings, star beings, and Source. We are the family of light. In love, always.